Good morning. This is the Alcoholics Anonymous Daily Reflection for July 8th, and it's called An Ever-Growing Freedom. The seventh step is where we make the change in our attitude, which permits us, with humility as our guide, to move out from ourselves towards others and towards God. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 76. When I finally ask God to remove those things blocking me from Him and the sunlight of the Spirit, I embark on a journey more glorious than I ever imagined. I experienced a freedom from those characteristics that had me wrapped up in myself. Because of this humbling step, I feel clean. I'm especially aware of this step because I'm now able to be useful to God and to my fellows. I know that He has granted me the strength to do His bidding and has prepared me for anyone and anything that comes my way today. I'm truly in His hands, and I give thanks for the joy that I can be useful today. Alright, we're going to go ahead and look at this. Biggest word I think in this reading today is humility. And if you've got a 12 Steps and 12 Traditions book, page 76, those pages deal a lot with humility, what it is, how to get it, how to find it, what to do, and what it is. I think I just repeated myself, but it's okay. Now, humility is, I'm going to break it down to the meaning that makes sense to me. And if you read that reading in the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, which you can look up online, you don't need the book. It's nice to have it, though. Thank my sponsor for mine. If you look up what humility is, I'm going to break it down. Here's for my understanding of humility is this. Humility is not thinking I know everything. To me, it's the opposite of arrogance. It is the opposite of entitlement. And humility is knowing my real place in this world, in my life, from my past to my present. It is being 100% real with how important I am, and that everyone around me is entitled to their opinions and their thoughts and their beliefs, and that I am not number one. I do not run the world. Okay? I do not control everything. I do not who I am, what I believe, and what I think is not and should not be forced on every single person in the world. Every single person should not bend to my will. Humility is saying, I am not God. There you go. There you go. That's an easy one. Humility is saying, I'm not God. And being humble does not mean letting people walk all over me. Okay? It means that life is not going to go my way all the time. And it's just the way it is. And that humility is saying exactly that. It's the opposite of pride, the opposite of a narcissist and a sociopath. That's what humility is. Humility is our guide. Humble myself before my higher power to know that I am not in control, to know that I am an alcoholic, that I am a flawed person. And I'm going to go ahead and jump to this part. I experienced freedom from those characteristics that had me wrapped up in myself because of this humbling step. I feel clean. I tell you what, that feeling clean feeling, that clean feeling, is very strange. And it's not something that I'm used to. Once I dropped my 4th step, and then 5th, 6th, working on 7, doing these things, doing these steps, and asking God to remove my defects of character. The thing is, here's the thing. I experienced freedom from those characteristics that had me wrapped up in myself. I can still get wrapped up in myself. Okay? This little bit right here does not tell me that I'm always going to experience, every second of the day, those characteristics that wrap me up in myself. What it said is, I experienced a freedom from those characteristics. When I handed my stuff over to God, I felt a freedom. I felt that now that the chains are off, if I put those chains back on me, that's my choice. And I got to be careful about putting those chains back on myself. Okay, I got to give God these chains, these characteristics. I have to give them to Him every single day. And I fail. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I'm a human, and I'm going to have these characteristics sometimes. I should seek for perfection. The big book tells me that I should seek perfection, whether or not I'm going to get it. I should seek it. Okay? But I should focus on my spiritual progress, not spiritual perfection. But I should have perfection as a target, and I should aim for it. But I shouldn't be discouraged if I don't reach it. So, that might sound confusing. Why would I aim at a target I'll never hit? Because guess what? If I'm aiming at a target and I shoot at it and I miss, at least I know what I'm aiming for. And at least I'm looking at the target. And if I look at the target, I'm going to get close. But if I stop looking at the target and I look at the ground, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot. Okay? So I'd rather get halfway to the target of perfection, spiritual perfection, than I would shoot myself in the foot, but not even looking at the target that I'm aiming for, and I should be aiming for. But I should not be discouraged if I don't reach it. I should be happy at the little bitty things in the day that I do right. I should always focus on where I got it right. And this is long as heck, 9 minutes, but it's worth it. This, I haven't said anything that's not in here. It's not in this reading. That is not something I've done, and that I do every day. And I always come up short. But you know what? Coming up short nowadays is still far beyond how short I used to come up. I used to come up broke. I didn't come up short. So, thank my higher power, thank God that I can come up a little bit short today. because it's a hell of a lot better than what it used to be. And that's the point. Spiritual progress towards spiritual perfection. It's an aim, it's a goal, it's a target. And if I don't hit it, at least I'm doing better than I used to be. I might get mad, but I ain't gonna hit nobody. But I gotta work on those things too. I thank God I got something to do today. Other than work, I get to work on myself, and that's a blessing. I love you guys. Hope you have a great day. I know it's long, but it's worth it. It's all worth it. Love you guys.